Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're doing an all signs reading. You can check the description box below, it'll give you the order in which I do each astrological sign, but I do go in air signs, water signs, for fire, and then earth being the combination of both of those, I suppose. So we'll try to keep you apprised if you watch it live. My moderators usually do a pretty good job of keeping you guys on track. But what we have as far as the story is an emperor. Doesn't have to be a masculine energy, but for many of you, this is a masculine energy. This is somebody who is standing up. They're feeling empowered to do what makes them happy. So, this is likely somebody who has given up something that they treasured or really wanted because somebody else told them to, or because somebody else caused some drama, right? I know we're walking away from something toxic, so it could be an overly like meddlesome family member or an ex, like baby mommy, baby daddy, that kind of situation. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time or a lot. Happy Tuesday, you guys. Hi, Tom. How are you? Hello, Miss Patricia. I think we'll get just a little bit of underlying information and then we'll dive right into Aquarius as the first sign. We'll go with the voyage of the soul and then grab a few from the tarot. What else do we have? Did I say I hope you guys are having a great day? I hope you're having a great day. I didn't mention that. I knew it. We've got ascension energy here, along with seasons. This combined is really kind of giving me that message of somebody is realizing it's the right time for them to do something. Like they've been called to make a change, called to do something that demonstrates their love for somebody. This could be a family situation, it could be a romantic one. Hi there, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? Hello, Glenn. Hello, Leah. Did I miss anyone? All right. So we've got also the potential for somebody to be traveling towards the person they're caring for here. Somebody, I feel like they have to make it very clear to someone that they are a priority. All right, I lied. We're actually going to use the situations deck to get the underlying information here that everyone has in common, and then we'll dive into Aquarius. So we have love affair in the reverse. Because this is in the reverse, this either suggests this is not a family situation or it suggests that it was not hidden. It was not a secret or it was not an affair, right? There might just be some sort of legal circumstances that made it difficult for someone to do what they wanted to do, especially if there was somebody that moved or there was some component here about whether or not I have a job to go where you are, that kind of thing. Ooh, Tom, that sounds like not what you want to do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like HR departments. No offense if anyone's in HR, but more like corporate resources is what it should be called. We have unconditional, genuine, certain love and settlement. Now, for us to get the legal card and the settlement card, there could absolutely be an inheritance or a divorce settlement that is being worked out. And it feels to me like there is some sort of ending here as a result of somebody realizing they're in love elsewhere, or they're in love and they don't want to commit themselves to something that would take them away from this person. Because the Eight of Cups that we had in our pre-shuffle, for those of you that aren't super familiar with the tarot, the Eight of Cups is walking away from something you've invested a lot of time and energy into to find a better situation, right? So we have projected days, weeks, or months. This one feels to me like it could be a couple of months for some of you, but I think for the majority of you, this is in the next few weeks. And we have protection. So you don't have to worry about the evil eye or someone smudging your puma. Is that the term? You do have somebody looking out for you here, making sure things go the right way. All right. I don't know, you guys. I think we need just a little bit of Lenormand. So still general, and then we'll dive into the tarot. Lucky number 13, the girl. We had this in yesterday's reading as well. I want to say it was Libra. Ooh, you guys. And then number 31, I love the mirroring there. For some of you, this is about your twin flame. I think for the majority of you, there is some blessing or lucky detail that is going to be discovered that really helps the situation. It could be one of those things where an assumption was made, a misconception happened, and then the truth is discovered. But I also feel like this Sun card is representative of somebody knowing what makes them happy. And now we have the ship and the whip. The ship whip. Hi, Miss Christina. How are you doing? I don't know, you guys. It's been a while. I haven't done the whip in a while. Should I do it again? For those of you that haven't seen it, my mom and I do this little, I don't know what it is, if it's like based off a movie or what, but the whip. No, no, not the whip. The whip. No, no, not the whip. The whip. No, no, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. I try not to do that too much because I don't know how often you guys have had to hear me do that, but that's what goes through my head every time I see the whip. The whip is a card that talks about punishment. And I don't know why, but specifically right now, what I'm feeling is somebody like punishing themselves, not necessarily like self-flagellation, but I do feel like there is somebody who deprived themselves of something that made them happy because of somebody else's influence, because it would make somebody else proud of them or happy, you know? Oh, such a good song. Is that Devo? I think that's Devo. Anyways, with the ship, I really feel like somebody is like, screw this, I'm going home. Like, I don't need to be here for this kind of punishment, right? I don't need to continue to deprive myself of something that makes me happy. So it feels like we have somebody growing up, somebody making changes so that they can be where they want to be. All right, so we're 8 minutes in. We're going for Aquarius, and then it'll be Gemini and Libra. Aquarius, I'm going to go with the Egyptian tarot for you. We'll take a couple cards from the tarot for each sign, and then also have a couple of clarifiers for you. We will probably change the clarifiers at the Aries mark just to make sure you can get whatever you need in terms of clarification. Ace of Wands in the reverse, Aquarius, along with the Knave of Swords, the Page of Swords, and the Magician in the reverse. For some of you, there is some kind of rule that's been broken. There, for some of you, might be some kind of archaic guidelines or rules for you in terms of who you're allowed to marry or have children with. It feels to me like tradition was king here and that individualism was not important. What you wanted for yourself was not important. So I feel like this Ace of Wands in the reverse is somebody denying themselves the promise of a new beginning. And the Page of Swords, definitely a good clarifier for the legal card. This is somebody really like taking a look at the rules, looking at what the consequences would be. There may be consequences of the financial sort, or it might just be whether or not you have approval, right? With the Magician in the reverse, This confirms the idea that we have somebody toxic here, somebody who likes to meddle or be controlling in other people's lives. And we've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, Aquarius. This suggests to me that after walking away from something this emperor really wanted, they felt like the balance in their life was off. Like they couldn't figure out, you know, how to make it right. A void popped up in this person's life after rejection. So there could be a deal that's been worked out in the family. There could be a remote work option so someone can move without losing their job. There's something here that they had to figure out or negotiate before they could move towards what feels like the lover that they want to be with. But it could also be trying to find a way to be with somebody that has a child with you. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. If you have a question over whether or not somebody has been loyal to you, they have been loyal to you. Knight of Wands in the reverse. Five of Cups in the reverse. There's been a lot of contemplation, trying to figure out the right move and when to make that move. But what's been constant is somebody looking towards the future to try to figure out how to repair the situation. This isn't one of those, oh, I have regrets, but I'm just going to let them sit there and try to forget about them. This person has been trying to figure out a way to solve this problem for a long time. They've just had to be discreet about it. So it feels to me like there's a little bit of supervision going on here, whether it be from an employer or a family member, and like a super nosy friend, something like that. All right, we're going to use the Tarot Familiars to get a couple of clarifiers for you. What else for Aquarius, please? Two of Cups, love. Five of Cups in the reverse. Again, we had that right here. So somebody is not shameful or regretful over this love. It isn't a secret. This is something where somebody is basically, I'm not going to spend any time regretting what happened. I'm going to fix this. All right, let's see. Actually, we'll use these guys. What else for Aquarius, please? Empress in the reverse. This could be a controlling mother figure. And High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune. So it doesn't matter what this person thinks is right or, tells you should do with your life here. And this could be your person that's getting the direction, right? I think the most important thing for you and your person is to listen to that intuition with the High Priestess. And then with the Wheel of Fortune, have faith and manifest those positive endings, right? Don't get caught up in the, I hope this doesn't happen. Spend your energy envisioning what you do want to have happen. All right, let's move on to Gemini. Gemini, I'm feeling pulled towards the Ghost Tarot, so we'll use that for you. What do we have for Gemini? Emperor in the reverse, King of Pentacles in the reverse. Gemini, there is somebody who is jealous here, somebody who feels that in a lot of different instances, the Emperor in the upright has been shown preference or, the ability to do whatever they want. This feels to me like a younger brother that's irritated or a less talented coworker who gets jealous of promotions. There's somebody here who's been trying to undermine the Emperor because of jealousy and It could be that there's some sort of competition here in terms of love. Perhaps both of these individuals are in love with the same person. So we're going to go further up. All right, what else for Gemini, please? Page of Wands and the Sun card in the reverse. There was communication, possibly pertaining to a legal document, since we're clarifying the legal card here, and it left out some piece of information that was important, especially if your situation has to do with like an estate or inheritance. You may want to do your own research and not take other people's opinion as truth. There's a missing piece of information here that's important for you, Gemini. If this is a divorce situation, I would look into whether or not somebody has misrepresented the facts. Make sure you're working from, receipts or the original copy, right? Hi there, Anton. How are you doing? Hello, Clive. Good morning. Oh, is it afternoon for you? Good afternoon. I mean, that does sound like a good British name. I'm not going to lie. All right, we have the Lovers and the Page of Swords. So, this is weird. Okay, so this is underneath the settlement, right? Agreement or compromise. And this is, the Lovers isn't always about soulmates. Sometimes this is about a really major decision that somebody has to make. And I feel like we've got something along the lines of, you make a decision and then you get more information. But you might have to make your decision based off of intuition in order to get this information. So I do feel like you have to pay close attention to the signs that you're getting. You're going to have a difficult decision. It may feel like you have to compromise in order to get the information that you want. Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. You may also get to a point where it feels as if you put too much energy or money into whatever this situation is, and you didn't get out of it what you were hoping to. Weird example, but what I'm picturing right now is like one of those, like, I don't know, get information based off of somebody's phone number websites, and they tell you they're going to find like all of this, and then you don't get what you want. It's just like some sort of scam. It's a bad example perhaps, but you know the general idea. You think you're going to get something out of somebody or out of, this transaction, and you don't really. However, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, there is healing or some sort of resolution that does come over time. You just might have to be a little bit more patient than you wanted to be. Let's get some clarifiers from the Tarot Familiars. What else do we have for Gemini, please? Three of Swords in the reverse, another card about healing. I really like seeing that, and the Ten of Pentacles. So especially if this is something that has impacted your finances or your person's finances, you will get back anything that you've lost, and perhaps then some. Ten of Pentacles is like the most money that you can get. And it's good to see that after we had the King of Pentacles in the reverse, which denotes, maybe being a little bit less than stable or comfortable financially. All right, a couple more for you, Gemini. Page of Wands in the reverse. That's a duplicate. We had that over here as well. Six of Pentacles. Another sign that this could be about inheritance and bad news pertaining to it. So you may have to, for example, hire a lawyer to defend your interest. With the Three of Wands, make sure you take action. Like, weird example, but if you know you need to file a particular document and you have it already, but I don't know, the internet goes down, you have to find a way to send that document as soon as you can. Something here about being very timely with the information is important. So go the extra mile for this. All right, let's move on to Libra. Libra, we're going to use the Marigold Tarot for you. And if you didn't catch it, I did a regular old reading for Libra yesterday. Regular meaning live stream, not a short. A bungee chair. Oh, that sounds like almost as nice as my hammock. That's how I started my day today. Just went out there and listened to the birds because now we have birds. It's gotten warm enough apparently. It's like a high of 70 today. I'm pretty stoked on that. The Sun in the reverse, the Three of Rings, and the Emperor in the reverse. Okay, so interesting to have the Emperor in the reverse. We've got the Emperor in the upright and the pre-shuffle, remember. So this could be looking in the past, or this could be somebody who is, you know, the opposite to our main character here. With the Sun in the reverse and the Three of Rings, which is the Three of Pentacles, it feels to me like there was somebody here who was collaborating in the shadows. So not being fully forthcoming about what their intentions were or who their connections were. And with the Emperor in the reverse, this is somebody who was seeking to control the situation. For those of you in a divorce situation, this is like leveraging a private investigator and not letting anybody know, that kind of thing. Of course, he's like, hey guys, just wanted to let you all know I hired a private investigator. We have the Six of Swords. This is clarifying unconditional love. So there is a love story here that is about to have another opportunity or have a reconciliation after separation. And it's all because somebody has found the courage to be honest or come forward after feeling like they couldn't do that. 69, you say, eh? All right, let's see. We also had Ascension. So to have strength here makes a lot of sense. Strength comes out as kind of confirmation that somebody has let go of what was binding them, what was holding them back. So it's basically the same as the Devil in the reverse, which means we had somebody let go and move up, right? Being leveled up into that next chapter of their life. We have the King of Wands, another card that I think kind of aligns nicely to that Emperor energy. This is somebody that is taking a stand, communicating what they need or what they want, going after what they want. And it may be another couple of days or even a couple of weeks, but I do feel like this person feels some sort of sense of urgency. I love to see you in your own energy, Libra. Here's the Justice card, implying that this Emperor energy knows what they need to do in order to balance the scales here, right? Make things right. Six of Wands. Libra, if you are wondering if you are going to be victorious in a legal situation, this Six of Wands coming out after the Justice card would say absolutely. Make sure you're still crossing those T's and dotting those I's. Don't rely on the reading. You still have to do whatever you would normally do in order to get that victory, right? All right, Libra, let's get some clarification for you. Let's see. Knight of Wands, somebody is about to take action. They're very focused. Six of Cups. This is action towards somebody they have good memories with, somebody they already know. So this is somebody, not a new love, this is a past love, but we kind of already knew that, didn't we? All right, a couple more clarifiers for you, Libra. We have the World, the Fool in the reverse, and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There is I don't know why, but I'm seeing a sign under new management. So there could have been somebody here who acted foolishly, caused some imbalance, perhaps within a corporation. Perhaps this is more so to, kind of speak to the emperor being able to manage their own affairs instead of letting other people run their affairs. With the world card, we know there's a new chapter beginning and another one ending. So this emperor is making a new life for himself. And remember, don't get too caught up in the genders in tarot. We all have masculine and feminine. All right, we'll go with the Morgan Greer for Pisces. And just a reminder, you guys can find the order in the description box. All right, what do we have for Pisces? Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles. So we have somebody here that is charting a new course. It feels like this emperor who is walking away from a community. They may feel like they had to put an entire community, on pause or walk away from an entire community, or they may have felt that they got ostracized from a community and now they're just going to turn around and blaze a new path. There's a sense of a little bit of loneliness and a little bit of independence and freedom, a little bit of nerves. But I feel like this person is searching for one particular individual. Three of Cups. Somebody they met at an event and feel like they didn't have enough time with. So this is like giving me Cinderella vibes, like she left her shoe at the party. I should be able to find her with that, but I only got one dance with her and I fell in love. So we have somebody that feels like, there's got to be another way to find this person, to reunite with this person and say what I want to say. Because this person's in love. So this person may have literally walked away from a social community for the person that they love, which I don't generally advise for someone to do unless that is literally what you needed to do in order to get some peace in your life, right? Because the title is they're walking away from the toxic one. And we've got the Hermit. So whatever this is supposed to happen, Pisces. We've got somebody who is following the intuition that they have and doing something different, not following the people around them. We have the King of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Rods or Knight of Wands. This is kind of reminding me of the reading I did, must have been yesterday. It might have been Saturday, actually, where we had somebody kind of waiting to see how a love offer would be received from a third party before they make their own move. It's like, I want to see what happens here and learn from that. And if there's still an opportunity, then I will move forward. Because this King of Cups is someone who doesn't know how to express themselves. This is somebody who's a little bit emotionally unpredictable. Because of the Three of Cups, this could be a friend, right? Someone you both know. Yeah, so Pisces, you're coming out as the Empress, which is the divine counterpart to the Emperor in our pre-shuffle, meaning you are the perfect match here for somebody, but the Five of Wands indicates there's a bit of a kerfuffle for you. Yeah, we've got a few people that are interested in you, Pisces, and that's why we have the Hermit kind of taking their time, letting it settle a little bit before they come swooping in with their love offer, but they see you as the Empress. They feel like in some way you have inspired or led them to a happier existence. But there was a concern here over somebody who is also interested in you, but maybe a little bit more so because of the physical, maybe a little bit less emotionally mature, right? Here we have the King of Cups in the upright and the Knight of Swords. This feels to me like the Emperor, not this King of Cups in the reverse, right? Because this is opposite energy. So Pisces, you may get 2 love offers right in a row, one that rings more truly than the other. You may have to turn down an offer first and then get the offer that you're waiting for. What else for Pisces, please? Tower in the reverse. Eight of Cups. Justice and the Three of Pentacles. I'm going to put the Three of Pentacles back in the deck just in case we need that for someone else. We can keep you to 3 cards here, but we've got somebody who felt like they'd already lost. Oops, my wand just fell. Felt like they'd already lost you. And it's almost like whatever they're doing right now, they feel like they have to do to clear their own conscience. They may feel like they have to apologize to you. Maybe they just feel like it's right to let you know how they feel so that they can move on if they need to, or they can actually, show you how they feel, right? All right, let's move on to Cancer. Cancer, we're going to use the Edgar Allan Poe for you. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Someone has felt a bit rejected by this Emperor energy after they tried to put the Emperor in this Five of Pentacles. So in other words, I reject you and then you reject me back, and now I'm mad at you because you did the same thing I did to you. It's kind of like giving me a little bit of petty energy, like somebody doesn't really know how to be equitable in a relationship. King of Pentacles in the reverse, the World in the reverse, Four of Pentacles. So we have somebody here who's been stingy, greedy, selfish, and it's like they were so focused on their own ambition that they didn't really care what somebody else wanted. So this could be like a really overbearing parent or a boss, something like that. And we've got somebody here who's just like, you know what? You mistreated me, and so I don't feel bad just like walking away, because this person's walking away after an investment, right? Hi there, Redbeard. How are you doing? I know, Christina, my poor wand is like all sad and crying now because I abused it. Oh, poor thing. All right. Cancer, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Somebody who has lied to the Emperor. Nine of Pentacles, about money. This is something that impacts their stability or their budgeting in some way. Again, could be a parent or a boss, depending on whether or not we're talking about, salary, inheritance, something like that. What else for Cancer, please? Seven of Wands in the reverse. So this is a big one because we are also clarifying protection, and Seven of Wands in the reverse is the opposite of protection. which kind of, honestly, the way I'm taking it is somebody lashed out feeling like they would be protected or they would be able to cover their own ass, and they are not. So for some of you, this is somebody being able to sue, somebody winning in a legal situation because of um, the law, somebody not really having a firm grasp of what was acceptable and assuming that it was. So make sure you are paying close attention to the details, or perhaps this is your person that needs to pay close attention to the details. All right, Cancer, we have 2 of Wands and 3 of Cups in the reverse. So make sure you're considering every avenue. There could be something here about somebody who was already ostracized, fired from the company, excommunicated from the family or the social community that will give you assistance in terms of what direction or approach to take. So make sure you're considering all of your resources. All right, Cancer, a couple more clarifiers for you. Temperance in the reverse, Queen of Swords. Somebody who is well respected or viewed as intelligent, perhaps even a little bit of a know-it-all, an expert. They're wrong. They're wrong on something. And it's because they are... All right, so just as an example, I got into it with a lawyer and I won. I outlawyered a lawyer, and I feel like that's what you have to do here. You have to keep track of all of the information. You have to compare it. You guys, sometimes all you have to do to protect your own interests, whether it's against an employer or another person, is Google that shit. Where are you? What laws apply to you? And what are you asking about? You know, like, I've gone up against some pretty large companies in terms of like departing from that company and not getting paid what I was supposed to get paid, things like that. And being willing to look into what is the law and what does it specifically say? How does it protect me? And then just regurgitating that back at them has literally saved me thousands of dollars. And I feel like that's what you have to do here. You may be dealing with somebody who has a little bit of a problem, maybe drinking or gambling, I don't know. But there's somebody here who is seen as an expert that is wrong about something and will lose something if you don't double check their work. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. We'll use the Black Tarot for you, Scorpio. I love this deck. So different with the art. What do we have for Scorpio? The Hanged Man. The departure of the Emperor has forced somebody to consider their options, and they're finding they don't really have the best of options. So this could be a very public departure, something that, you know, brings attention onto the person who's expected to fix or resolve this situation. Thank you, Clyde. And with the King of Spheres in the reverse, it feels like somebody doesn't really feel like they'll be able to manage the situation the way they need to. Like there's a hole in their argument or an unforeseen hiccup. Four of Wands. The Fool in the reverse. This is kind of giving me like too big for your britches. Thinking you're ready for something, but you're really not. Someone could have sued this emperor without really knowing the law. 'Cause we've got the legal card, remember? There's somebody here who looks like a whole damn clown, to use Miss Joanna's word. Um, they look foolish. It's like they were trying to show off, like, "Hey, mom, look at me. I can jump up or jump down, like 4 steps in a row," and then they, like, tumble, like somebody was trying to show how capable they were, and they really only showed how incapable they are. This could be somebody who is trying to negotiate a compromise, not really knowing what they were going up against. This is like somebody who offers, a 3% pay raise for somebody who's gotten a job offer elsewhere, not really taking into consideration the fact that moving to this new company represents a 15% raise. So why would I stay here for your stupid 3%? Come on, do some math. The whole damn clown. The nose and everything. All right, what else do we have for Scorpio, please? Queen of Spears in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, by the way. With the Four of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this feels to me like the Emperor has deemed the current situation or the most recent situation as unsustainable, undesirable. They have this curiosity on other relationships, other employers, other towns, other places to live. This person is feeling like they are free to explore different options, and the fence that somebody tried to put around them is not tall enough to keep them in. It's like going through all of the tasks required to build a fence and not realizing that your dog is definitely good enough to jump over that fence. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you chose poorly. Two of Wands in the reverse. Fool. Somebody took action without making the corresponding plans. If they had taken the time to really think through the situation, they may have avoided the problem. But instead, it's like they have created an ending where they were trying really hard to prevent that. So we could even see the Tower in the reverse in our clarifiers, because we've got somebody here who is trying to force a certain outcome, and they ended up forcing the opposite, which, fun little fact, is my favorite thing to write about. I'm trying so hard for this, but all of my actions actually ended up giving me this. Whoops. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Scorpio. Six of Wands in the reverse. Somebody was overly confident. Ooh. For some of you, this is an argument over property. For some of you, this is like a departure that had to be negotiated. It could be because of children having to figure out what to do in terms of child custody, who pays whom, that kind of thing. Well, we'll forgive you, Redbeard. Just this once. Just kidding. All right, what else do we have for Scorpio? And then we're moving on to fire signs. Page of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Wands, Ace of Cups in the reverse. No love lost because there was no love to begin with. There's like a mutual disdain here, an unwillingness to be apologetic for how things have happened, and a desire to cut the cord as quickly as possible. For a lot of you, this is a divorce situation. For many of you, this is a work situation that turned sour. But it does look to me like whoever was trying to hold back this emperor, they have failed. They have underestimated the emperor. All right, I need just a little bit of a sip. All right, Let's move to Aries. Aries, we're going to use the Bianco Nero for you. All right. What do we have for Aries, please? Ten of Pentacles. That's a great way to start your reading off here, Aries. Ten of Pentacles is there's a large sum of money or a large opportunity to be successful. Generational wealth is a lot of times how we look at this. This could also be a sign for family, but I do see dollar signs, and we have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So it kind of feels to me like there may have been something that seemed impossible to fix, and you are able to find a resolution. Again, this could be in the context of family or romantic, professional even. You're getting a new opportunity after you felt like something had passed you by. With the Five of Wands in the reverse, there's no competition here for you, but there may be some sort of inner conflict. Maybe it's hard to really determine whether or not you can trust somebody. There may have been some sort of agreement that seems like forced. With the Magician, yes, this is somebody trying to control the situation. So we could have somebody that has reconciled with a family member that is a little bit difficult to deal with. And it's already costing something to be associated with this person. So I sense a little bit of regret. Like, I don't know if I should have done this. I maybe overestimated whether or not I can trust someone. For some people out there, this is whether or not you can trust family in the context of business. We have the Empress in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. So this is a stark contrast, you guys. The Empress in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. I feel like this is two different energies. We've got somebody here who is, they don't bring anything to the table. They take. If anything, it's just a really nice cleavage, you guys. But the Empress in the reverse, this is somebody who is manipulative and trying to find a way to get more than their fair share. And it's pertaining to a very successful Queen of Wands. Remember, it doesn't have to be a feminine energy. This could even be aligning with our Emperor, right? Because this is somebody who came back to the drawing table, who came back to negotiate, who came back to reconcile. And this Page of Pentacles is like, yeah, all right, I'll give you a new beginning, but like, I'm kind of hesitant. I don't know if I can trust you with this pentacle. It's heavy. Have you been working out? Like, I don't know. And it looks to me like this person's just trying to use you because they see you as profitable, successful, stable, and they think that they can take something for themselves. So be cautious, okay, Aries? All right, we're going to have two new clarifying decks for you guys to make sure that we don't deny you the specific clarification that you need. This is the Crow Tarot. What else do we have for Aries? The World, a new chapter. So you're looking for something new. And the King of Cups in the reverse, because this person who you're dealing with is unpredictable and I think a little bit jealous of you. So I think you need to have maybe a return to the let's walk away from this attitude. Because this Empress in the reverse is just here to use you. And the Knight of Swords is telling me there's some sort of truth that's going to come in to confirm whatever your intuition is telling you regarding this person and the perceived loss. For some of you, this could be embezzlement or misuse of company funds, maybe an argument over inheritance again. We have the High Priestess, so I do feel like it's imperative that you trust your intuition. It will be giving you, yes, the truth. So the way these came out, it feels to me like somebody gives you a little bit of a hint. You, with your intuition, figure out the whole truth. All right, let's move on to Leo. Leo, we're going to use the Meta Muse for you. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Change that somebody doesn't care for. This could feel like a little bit of a forced reconciliation, or I have to get back together with this person because there's a wedding or a funeral. Something along those lines. Like, I don't want to be in the same room as this person, but it's like expected of me. Tree of Life. Joanna, you know you love this card. And the Six of Swords. So there's something here about kind of like just dealing with it because you can, and because there's like a ticket to tranquility here for you if you can. It feels like if you can bite your tongue and not speak up against somebody that you know is like a charlatan. What else for you, please? Five of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this is a controlling masculine energy who has a habit of misrepresenting the facts that you have put into a little box that you don't want to open again. So you may be dealing with a masculine family member or an ex that has routinely exhibited selfish tendencies. Six of Pentacles and the Hierophant in the reverse. There could be a will that you are dealing with, an estate, and it looks to me like this King of Swords in the reverse is going to throw a little bit of a tantrum because they feel they deserve more. If it's not a will, it's some sort of financial arrangement. For some of you, it's as silly as we're going on a group family trip and they want other people to pay for the food, you know, that kind of thing. But there's something here about this person being unfair and feeling like everyone else is being unfair, you know, like a little bit of projection here. But this is just because they want to throw their weight around. They want to see how much control they have. It's like a little 6-year-old you're babysitting and they're trying to test you in terms of what kind of rules you'll actually, you know, defend. What else do we have for Leo, please? That Tree of Life card, by the way, is an excellent confirmation for our Ascension card. We have somebody here who is making the moves they need to in order to improve their life. Three Wands in the reverse, Hermit in the reverse. You may get a surprise visit. It could be this King of Swords in the reverse is the surprise visit. I didn't think I would run into you, or I wouldn't have come. So I feel like there's somebody here who's, I'm getting the word curmudgeon, who's making an appearance and you kind of wish that they hadn't. All right, a couple more cards for you here, and then we'll move on to Sagittarius. What else for Leo, please? Eight of Swords in the reverse, a change in perspective, seeing things more clearly, feeling independent. Six of Cups. This feels like acknowledging that somebody you may have looked up to as a child is not as grand as you thought they were. With the Ten of Cups in the reverse, it feels like leaving home helps somebody broaden their horizons and see things in a different, more informed way. So you might see through somebody's controlling ways, right? All right, let's move on to Sagittarius. We're going to use the Golden Art Nouveau for you. Seven of Swords, trickery, dishonesty. Five of Swords in the reverse. Interesting, because it's right underneath Leo's Five of Swords in the reverse. So we've got somebody here who feels like they have to be honest with you about a situation. It could be because there is a threat of some sort of consequence for them, since we have the legal card here. Seven of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. So you guys, we have 777. That number is important to you in some way, especially when you think of the fact that the one that isn't here, Seven of Wands, is about protection, and we did have that come out from the situations deck. So Sagittarius, I do feel like I need to make very clear to you that you are protected, but there is somebody here who is trying to get you to invest in something that is not a good idea. There is something here that is still a little bit unclear. So make sure you have all of the information before you make this decision. Yeah, it feels like there's somebody who feels they've been dishonest, and they need to, before they miss their opportunity, they need to tell you that they were being difficult or manipulative, hiding the truth from you in some way, and being a little bit disloyal. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who felt like they could control the outcome and keep some sort of information from you. So yeah, again, just use your intuition, okay? There's somebody here who is counting on your being a little bit unclear, and they're being able to kind of take advantage of that, right? King of Pentacles, this is your energy. Knight of Pentacles. There is something brewing for you, some new opportunity. It may seem like it's taken a long time. It may seem like it requires a lot of work, but I feel like you are drawn to it, or you know it's the right choice for you. Hi there, Muhammad. How are you doing? All right, Sagittarius, let's get some clarifiers for you. This one, that's right. Knight of Swords. Another indication of action being taken here, in addition to the Knight of Pentacles, which is a slow-moving energy. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles again. So you could be dealing with an earth sign here, which would be Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. But the most important message here for you seems to be, Sagittarius, that there may be a little bit of a wait, but you're going to get what you want. King of Wands in the reverse. Somebody was too quick to argue. Somebody, it's like they wanted you to believe something was on fire when it wasn't, if that makes sense. You know, for a fire sign. Strength in the reverse. This was out of weakness. This person had a fear of being committed. This person walked away from something that meant a lot to them because they didn't know how to, it's like they didn't know how to accept a new normal. They didn't know how to live in that kind of world. All right, let's move on to Capricorn. We'll use the noisy cards, as I like to call them. I think they're just called the classic tarot, but they've got holograms on them, which is kind of fun. The only problem, Capricorn, is they're like slippery, so I usually throw like 18 of them out at a time. All right, Capricorn, what do we have? Justice. I love to see it. The balancing of the scales. So Capricorn, it looks like we have a situation here where somebody may have been disloyal and wanted to cause some issues with a new beginning for you. So there may have been misrepresentation or somebody trying to confuse you in terms of which path forward would be the right one. I feel like we have justice showing up here because you are leveraging your intuition to get a better, more accurate read on the situation. Knight of Swords in the reverse. Somebody took a reckless action here because of love. Doesn't have to be romantic love, but it does feel that way for the majority of you. This is like somebody who lashed out and then regretted it immediately afterwards because it resulted in a loss for this person with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's like what I'm hearing in my head right now is you're going to learn today. So, you know, somebody found out that their approach, which was maybe a little bit controlling or a little bit manipulative, was exactly the right way to get the outcome they didn't want. So they forced an ending they didn't want or a loss. Emperor in the reverse. Again, this is somebody who is controlling or manipulative. We could use the narc word here, but I try to stay away from that. You guys know what you're dealing with, right? Or at least I hope you do. This is somebody who reacts quickly without thinking it through and then gets mad when things don't go well. So if you're out there, mysterious Capricorn person, maybe you need to just take a couple of seconds to breathe and catch that clarity or catch that, you know, whiff of patience so that you can communicate in a more respectful way. Because it looks to me like we have a breakup here that is causing problems for whoever you are. And it's all due to somebody being too quick to respond, too quick to tell someone off. And now we have somebody who's kind of stuck in their feels, thinking back on the good times before they ruined it. Oh, come on, Christina. I'm not making fun of your accent. It's going to be mine soon enough anyways. I've been trying to say love y'all at the end, although sometimes it's you all. Good luck, Tom. All right, let's see. What else do we have for Capricorn? This one. I'm going to stop putting it over there. What else for Capricorn, please? The Star and the reverse. And the Moon. So we have a sense here that somebody was trying to hide their true character. And because they let it seep out in this argument or this weird situation, somebody saw who they really were. This Moon card in particular, I always look at this shadow of the crow. Looks like he's, you know, about to attack. So yeah, I think somebody exposed themselves. Not in that way. I mean, maybe, but like more so, hey, guess what? I'm actually a horrible person. Oops, did I let that show? I'm sorry. Will you just like pretend you didn't see it? No. Who do I look like? A whole damn clown? Fool in the reverse. They couldn't fool you. They couldn't get you to buy what they were selling. King of Pentacles. This is somebody who may have wanted to be in a relationship. They may have offered some sort of financial gain as a result, but you were overwhelmed by how they engaged or how they reacted to a particular situation, and it gave you the ick. You're like, you know what? Not for me. All right, let's move on to Taurus. I haven't used the Rider-Waite yet, you guys. It's, you know, the OG. All right, Taurus, what do we have for you? Eight of Wands, Five of Swords. So Taurus, this feels like either a warning, as in somebody else might do this, or you may do this. But there is a quick back and forth conversation that could be had in anger, right? Like maybe you're talking to somebody that you're frustrated with, and then it goes too far. With the Five of Swords, it feels to me like somebody says something that they regret. This could be you or the other person involved here. So be cautious. There is a confrontation coming your way that could get a little bit out of hand. With the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is a conversation about somebody being unfair or expecting too much and being emotionally manipulative or cruel. Honestly, this comes across to me as somebody who says really shitty things just because they feel like they can. Maybe they like that feeling of one-upping somebody. Um, this is not a very good energy. To me, this is somebody who is trying to distract from their own failings or their own difficult situation by trying to have something over you. You know, like I'm going to make you feel bad about yourself because I feel bad about myself, that kind of thing. Page of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is particularly immature or uninterested in becoming a better version of themselves. They see you working really hard or being a little bit overwhelmed, perhaps financially or professionally, and they are unwilling to do anything to make this easier on you, even if they benefit from you in some way. So this is like giving me kind of a moocher vibe. We have the Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords. This person could also be a little bit upset because they feel like things are flowing to you easily, like you have luck on your side, so they should be able to cut a little bit off of that for themselves, and you wouldn't notice anyways. With the Page of Swords, they could also be doing a little bit of I feel like they're trying to communicate in a way that they feel is strategic to keep a certain outcome from happening. But they, I feel like, mostly are underestimating you because they are too stuck in their anger right now. This one. What else do we have for Taurus, please? King of Wands. There's something here that you know you need to do that you have not yet done. And it could be cutting this person off, right? But with the King of Wands, you're being advised, Taurus, that you are more than capable of doing what you need to do here in terms of starting your own thing, forging a new path. For some of you, you're very creative and you're about to be like, you might get famous off of this, but you might have to demonstrate to the universe first that you know how to take care of yourself and your money by dealing with this situation. So you do need to have this conversation and you do have to be mindful of how you conduct yourself, right? Hi there, Dina. Good morning. Hello, Debbie. Happy Tuesday, right? It's Tuesday? Yeah. We have the Six of Wands. Taurus, you are meant to be successful. And that could be why you've got the Empress in the reverse, somebody who is intent on making you feel bad for it. So you have to let go of whatever influence this person has over you. They are making you feel bad about something you should feel good about. With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like you need to hear that if you put this person in a timeout, they will come back. You don't have to cut them off forever, but I do feel like they need to learn a lesson here. For some of you, this is specifically about whether or not they can financially benefit from your job or live with you or eat your food, something along those lines. All right, moving to our most patient Virgos. Thank you. Love you guys. We're going to use the Santa Muerte deck for you. All right, what do we have for Virgo? I can't believe how many times we've seen the Five of Swords. So we have it here, 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 Oh, that was the Five of Wands. It may just be towards the bottom here, but you guys, it's definitely a common theme. And this is in the reverse, which is where I like to see it. This is somebody who feels like they need to make things right. Virgo, there could be a situation here where we had gossip or some sort of communication that wasn't fully honest. We could have had somebody that was trying to just, avoid the situation because they knew there was an apology due to somebody here. Ace of Cups in the reverse and the Chariot. You know what I see when I see these two cards together? Somebody who ran away from love. So Virgo, we may have some overlap here with your reading and a couple of the readings I did yesterday. It seemed like over and over again, we were getting a message about a masculine who feels the need to be honest about how he feels. So we could have somebody here who feels like they have to take action after having avoided it for a long time. This is somebody who doesn't feel comfortable with the idea of, like marriage, like it makes them feel suffocated. Somebody who perhaps was surprised to find out that there was an opportunity in love that would not have been suffocating, that would have actually allowed for that independence within the context of a relationship. So we've got somebody who realizes they didn't choose somebody that they can't get over. Queen of Cups, a feminine energy that is beloved, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. There is a keen awareness here that the time is evaporating, right? TikTok. Somebody knows they have to make an offer of love before that window is closed. We could be dealing with a similar situation to Pisces, where we had competition for the Empress. This Queen of Cups is generally somebody who is seen by most people as kind, caring, and generous. And this masculine energy is ready for a new chapter. So this feels to me like this Ascension card is talking about a masculine energy inspired by how he feels for a feminine energy, wanting to do right by that situation, be honest about how they feel, and explain what happened in the past. There may have been some ghosting here. Page of Swords in the reverse. There may be some legal reasons this person had to kind of wait for a little bit, but I also feel like there could be a little bit of an obsession here. We could have somebody that feels like they have to kind of watch from the sidelines. Maybe they said something that was too far in their book and may have completely ruined their opportunity here in love. What else for Virgo, please? Four of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Swords. This person may have been afraid of you because they thought you would betray them, or maybe they thought you were out of their league and they turned around, got into a less threatening or intimidating relationship and promptly got that betrayal that they expected from you. So this is feeling to me like somebody realizing they underestimated or completely read you wrong, and that you are actually that partner they've been seeking. They just don't know how to approach you. I think they're smart enough to know that approaching you in terms of like a, hey, I think you're really hot, you look great in those jeans, is not a good idea. But this person also doesn't know if being completely honest will result in an argument or a reconciliation. All right, you guys, just a couple general. I like to do this every now and then for everyone, not just Virgo. I'll pull a couple from the Zodiac fortune telling cards, and then we'll call it a day. Got some personal readings to do. We have a stranger who will turn into a good friend, and you have a very sympathetic nature. Persist and you will be more successful. And beware of a jealous woman. Never enough of those to go around, are there? All right, you guys, I appreciate your joining me today. Thank you for all the likes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll be back a little later, perhaps with the Pisces reading. We'll see. But I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day.